Okay, in this video, we're going to work on some of the questions under quadrilaterals for the end of year review. So this says find the measure of the sum of the interior angles, so interior angles of a hexagon, and I told you a hexagon is a six-sided shape. Okay, so that's going to call up the formula from your mind of n minus 2 times 180. That'll equal the sum of the interior angles. So since n is 6, it's going to be 6 minus 2 times 180, which equals 4 times 180. And in your calculator, you should be getting, or by hand, 720 degrees. And that part A is done. Now, the next one's a tricky one because it says, what's the measure of the sum of the exterior angles of a hexagon? It doesn't matter the shape. Every single time you sum the exterior angles of any polygon will always be 360. Okay? Moving on to question number 18. Find the value of x. Well, first you want to figure out how many degrees are inside this x. So I'm seeing I have 4 sides. So n minus 2 times 180 is 4 minus 2 times 180. Okay, and 4 minus 2 is 2 times 180. So that's 360. So I have 360 degrees inside. To figure out x, you're going to say 360 minus the 82 minus the 51 minus the 113. That will give you x. When you do this math, you're going to get 114 equals x. Okay? And then if you put 114 back in and sum those 4 angles, you will get 360. So you have to first know how many degrees you should have inside. That is your first step. Okay, let's do 19 as well. So for 19, this can be tricky also if you don't recognize that this angle right here, where the box is 90 degrees. That would be the first thing I would do. Then I would count the sides, or angles. Let's count the angles this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 angles. So how many degrees should I have inside? N minus 2 times 180, 6 minus 2 times 180, 4 times 180 gives me 720 degrees. So I need to have 720 degrees inside. Okay, so take your 720 and subtract the 90, the 120, the 110, the 130, the 160. That will leave you with x. When you do that math, you should get x is 110 degrees. Okay, so make sure you understand that and make sure that you don't fall for omitting the 90 degrees from your equation. Okay, let's do a couple of more of these. We're going to finish this page with this video. Each interior angle of a regular polygon has a measure of 150 degrees. Find the number of sides. Okay, there's a hard way and an easy way. The hard way is to do this. You would say, okay, these are interior, so I know that n minus 2 times 180 has to equal, there's 150 degrees in each angle, and there are n angles. So you could work out that, and you'd have to say 180n minus 360 equals 150n. I'm going to move the 360 to the right. I'm going to move the 150n to the left and subtract from the 180, and I get that, and I'm going to get n is 12. This is the hard way. Then there's the easy way. The easy way, you have to know that interior angles, so one interior plus one exterior, they're going to be supplementary. So therefore, they're going to have 180 degrees when you add the two of them together. I already know the interior is 150, so my exterior must be 30. Okay? I know that there are 360 degrees in the exterior angles, and I now know that each one is 30. Do that division, and you will also get 12. Easy way, hard way. The hard way, you have to incorporate this n with this 150. The easy way reinforces the fact that interior plus exterior angles sum to 180, and that every time you have a polygon, the sum of the exterior is 360. So if you know that each exterior angle is 30 degrees, you can easily and quickly find the number of sides. So I recommend you do it that way. And 21 reinforces that idea. If an exterior angle of a polygon measures 130, what is its interior angle? 180 minus 130 equals 50 degrees. That will be the interior angle. Okay, last one. Solve for x, given that the shape is a parallelogram. If it's a parallelogram, what you know is that this angle plus this angle is going to be 180 because they are supplementary. So add those together, 75 plus the 50 plus the 2x plus the 40, and I have to sum to 180. So let's add things together. So, and I'm sorry, I wrote this down incorrectly. That's 7x. So that's 9x plus 90 equals 180. Subtract 90 from each side. That gives me 9x equals 90. So x equals 10, and we are done. Okay, so that ends this video. Okay, so I rethought that. Let's finish this video with number 23 because that'll cover all of the quadrilaterals. Okay, so let's look at this last one. This is question 23. And for 23, it says solve for x given that the shape is a parallelogram. If it's a parallelogram, what we know is that this has to equal this, and this has to equal this because the diagonals bisect each other inside a parallelogram. So let's see what we have. They gave us AC. AC is the entire thing. So the entire thing is 40. That means that this is 20 and this is 20. Let's see the next thing. Oh, look, they want to figure out what x is. Well, EC right here, I figured out was 20 based on the information about AC. So therefore, EC equals 20, and 20 equals 6x plus 2. Subtract 2, subtract 2. 18 equals 6x, divide by 6, divide by 6, and x equals 3. And we are now done with all the quadrilateral problems on the review packet.